office today. You can check it out on Facebook, Titan Medical's Facebook, and also on Instagram, Titan Medical as well. Also on my Instagram, Titan Medical as well. So,
all right, we are live.
What's up, guys? This is Titan Lifestyle. I am Big Drew in the office by myself today. John had to take care of some business, so shout out to my brother from another mother. I will hold it down. This is Titan Lifestyle every Friday at 2 p.m. We have subjects, we have topics, we have events, and we also have the therapy of the week. This week's therapy of the week is Titan Complete. So definitely want to tune in for this one. If you guys have been popping one-a-day multivitamins for the years, it's been very taxing on your liver and kidneys. Our Titan Complete is a one-up, even better than that. And it's going to provide you safe and effective results without having to fill up your stomach with the fillers that destroy your kidneys. And also, as well, that stuff can give you heartburn and indigestion. And on top of that, you're filling up your stomach with fillers. A lot of those tablets are 90% fillers. You only need the 10%, which is the actual ingredient. So here at Titan Medical, we have Titan Complete. A lot of times people are always asking, what is Titan Complete? Like, what does it do? What is it? It's basically our version of a one-a-day multivitamin, but you also added stuff in there too, like carnitine and other things too, B12, which is very, very important. That's what gives it that reddish tint. So in the past, I've heard people say, yeah, I started taking B12 with Titan. And I say, okay, what? And then come to find out it's Titan Complete, which has B12 in it, but it has a lot more to it as well. So if you guys are getting your, someone the other day said they, it was like, what was it? $299 for like 4 B12 shots or something crazy. And I was like, that's a ripoff. Because if you guys come here at Titan Medical, get Titan Complete, you're going to get that B12, but you're also going to get a slew of other vitamins and minerals and carnitine as well. And it's a hell of a lot cheaper than spending, $20 per injection or $30 or even $40 per injection. So yeah, people are spending a ridiculous amount. The thing is, people aren't educated as to how much this stuff costs. So they'll walk into an office and they'll say, I need B12 shots. They'll say, yeah, sure, we can. For only $25 an injection, we could do this. But when you do the math on it, our Titan Complete comes in a 10 ml vial. So if you're charging $30 per injection, that vial is $300, which is a lot more than you'll pay here at Titan Medical. So let's see who's on right now. Let's see who's on. We got Florida Bodybuilding, that's Strength Addicts. I see Curtis on there, that's Jurassic Exotic Reptiles, is Reptile Snake Guy. If you guys need to know about snakes and reptiles, that's the guy. Who else we got on here? Krista, Carve, Jay Garza, Invictus Athletics, John Daskell, see who else? Parcell, Amy, Christelle. We got a lot of people on here. Drulin, Falling Off the Bone. That's a great handle. I like that name, Falling Off the Bone. Mr. Star I just joined too as well. We also have Goddess and Sweet has also joined. So yeah, it's great to see you guys are joining in. Give me a shout out. Let me know where you guys are calling in from or tuning in from. Is it in the States? If it is so, what state, what city? And if we're lucky enough to get some international watchers like we've had in the past, show your flag, tag your flag, put your flag of your country, and also you can let us know where in that country you are as well. We have Iowa. We got Iowa on here. Great, Iowa, nice. And also, guys, if you haven't heard the great news we have, now we do service Ohio. So if you guys are in Ohio and you've been wanting to get Titan products and you've heard that's one of the 2 states that we didn't service, now we do service Ohio. So call the line, we'll get you set up. We can deliver to Ohio now as well, so everything's good. Just call us up. We'll take care of everything over the phone at 727-389-3220. Call us. The medical providers will walk you through everything. You can do everything over the phone. You don't physically have to come into the office. So just call the number. They'll take care of you. And basically the process is real simple. They're going to send you out to get your blood work at a place close to you. Once the blood work comes back to us, the medical provider will call you via Skype or FaceTime and sit there with you, go over all your blood work, tell you what you need, what you don't need, and get you all set up all over the phone. Once that's taken care of, once everything goes through, the prescriptions will come from a pharmacy closest to you and get shipped right to your house in your name. So that's real simple. See, we got shout out Big Rod on here, Big Rod Zilla. If you guys don't know who that is, one of our Titan athletes. He's over 50 and looks like it has a body of a 25-year-old. So If you guys want any advice, go to him. And again, he's been at Titan way longer than I have. He's probably been here longer than anybody else. And it just so happens he has one of the best physiques. So you guys can do the math on that. Titan products have been working well for him, well for me, and well for everybody else. Let's see who else we got on here. Amy Cristal, Beverly Hills, California, 90210. Nice. Who else we got out in Cali? New Jersey, Gorilla Mike's in New Jersey. Rodney saying, what's up? What's up, Rodney? Ellie Fit. We got a lot of new people on here today. I love that. I love new people. So, yeah. Strength Addicts is on here saying, Rod has kicked the aging process in the ass. Yes, he has. He's definitely taking care of that. But if you guys don't know, I mean, everything's in the food, too. Unless you have superior genetics, or even if you do have superior genetics. I thought I could rely on genetics for so many years. I was eating bad foods and stuff. Now I eat clean. Now it's like next level. So, I mean, if you guys think you don't have to eat clean, try it out for 60 to 90 days. And then after that, tell me you don't have to. Because even if you have superior genetics, that food is going to be, it's going to take you to the next level. Cuts you didn't think you had, you're going to get there. Diet longer, diet harder. And if you guys need help with that diet, here at Titan Medical, we do a food allergy test. So we can test you on all foods to see what works best for you. A lot of times on paper, bananas or broccoli or chicken will look great, but your body won't agree with it and you wonder why. It's because you have sensitivity to those specific foods. So call Titan Medical, get your food allergy test so you can get your food in check, get your vitamins in check, get your hormones in check. You can get optimal on all levels. Strength Addicts is saying, would love to know how you were able to build such a dense look being so tall. Tall guys have to have a tough time filling out. Okay, that's a good question. I don't really see a difference in tall guys, short guys. I mean, I basically do progressive overload. That's how I train. And again, my diet's on point. I never miss meals. I always make sure I get enough water. Sleep's very good too. A lot of people are, they're taking supplements. They're taking the right supplements. They're, eating the right, all this stuff. But if your diet is not like on point consistently, when I mean consistently, I don't mean, a week or two or a month. If you can keep your diet in check for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, that's what's going to take your body to the next level. And to get that dense look, you need to have your sodium down. You need to have your sugar down, lactose down. If you guys are carb sensitive, carbs down. So now once you bring everything down, that's when you'll see the dense muscle. Everyone has dense muscle. It's just a matter of if they can get that subcutaneous water on top of it off so you could actually see it. A lot of my overweight, obese clients, they don't realize how much muscle they have because they've been obese their whole life. Now they lose 100 pounds, they're like, whoa, there's stuff everywhere. So a lot of obese people, they have a lot of muscle because they're used to moving weight around their whole life, but they just don't see it. So once they pull it off, that's where you get that dense muscle. But again, so to fully answer your question, dense muscle will come first from genetics, but on top of that, lower your sodium, lower your sugar, get rid of that lactose, and be consistent for the long period of time, up your water consistently, and that sub-Q water and fat will start coming off. Then you'll have more of a dense, quote-unquote, grainy look, and you want to have that thin skin so you can see the muscle. What's up, family? Big Irishman's on here. Shout out to Big Irishman. Yes, Big Irishman is saying 727-389-320. I appreciate it. We got Black Static on here. Krista, we got a lot of people on here. Victoria Bombshell. Shout out to Victoria. Mayhorse joined. I'm not sure who that is. Alosia 18. Alosia. Yeah, they're all coming in now.
There you go.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody for joining.
Where you from?
Always appreciate. Yeah, where are you guys from? What city, what state, what country are you guys from? What's the weather like where you're from? I want to know everything. So I'm down here in Florida. It's hot as always, and it's expensive to live as always. So it's pretty much. I don't know if you guys saw my story, but now Florida is the most expensive state to live in out of every state in the country. So it's getting pretty crazy down here. But again, I love it here, and I'm not going anywhere. It's warm. I love it. Titan's here. I'm here, and we're not going anywhere. Let's get into our first topic of the day. I hope you guys are ready for these topics today because these topics are pretty crazy. The first one that we have today, you guys know Dwyane Wade used to play for the played for the Miami Heat, won a couple championships, used to play with Shaq. Very well-known guy. But I'm losing my, I don't know if you want to say respect for him, but if you guys don't know who Dwyane Wade is, he's a professional basketball player in the limelight, married to a professional or an actress, Gabriel Union, or what is her name? Gabriel Union, yeah. But anyways, his son, not from Gabriel, from a previous girl, his son who identifies as a girl, 14 years old, so I mean, to me that's too young to have to make that decision. Once you're 18, do what you want, but I mean, his son, he hasn't recently identified as a girl. He's been identifying as a girl for a few years now, so that's a whole nother show. But yeah, his son is 14 years old, identifies as a girl, goes by Zaya. Now she's dating, you ready for this? She's dating another transgender who is a girl who identifies as a boy. So in other words, she's a 14-year-old girl, identifies she's a 14-year-old boy who has identified as a girl, and he's a 14-year-old girl who identifies as a boy. This is getting crazy. I mean, that if once you're an adult, I have no problem. Do what you want to do, but have kids to be able to make these decisions. And I mean, the fact that Dwyane Wade posted a picture of his son, it was 14. I mean, the reason why I keep saying 14, because it makes a huge difference. If he was 18, I wouldn't really be having this conversation, because you could do what you want. You're old.
I bet he wouldn't have posted it if they hadn't been the whole trans thing in the mix.
Exactly, and Art made a good point, and they probably wouldn't have posted that if they weren't both trans. If he was just a 14-year-old, if she was a 14-year-old, if he was a 14-year-old boy, identified as a boy, and he had a 14-year-old girlfriend, a girl, biological girl, and they kissed, it would be no big deal. But now it's like, I look at this in two different ways. He either posted it because he wants clout, he wants attention, and he got it because I'm talking about it right now. Everyone's talking about it. But on top of that, when you want attention and the child is an adult, that's okay. But it's like, I don't agree with this at all. I 100% don't agree with it. It kind of makes me feel a little bit differently about Dwyane Wade, because not only is it allowing it to happen, he's like promoting it almost, posting it. Like, what was the point of him posting that? It's kind of like, I could see if he's with his friends, family, he shows on his pictures, his phone, hey, my son or daughter, whatever he identifies he or she as, hey, it's my son or daughter with her boyfriend. That's fine. But to post it and to put a split screen showing him hugging onto his born son who identifies as a girl, and then splitting the screen down the middle and putting a picture of his born son identified as a girl kissing a born girl identified as a boy, this is literally straight confusion. Like, it is literally straight confusion. I don't feel bad for saying it. If you're an adult, that's one thing. I mean, what if these kids change their mind in 2 or 3 years? I mean, it's getting bad. I mean,
pretty serious too. You know what I'm saying? That's not like an innocent kid.
Yeah, that's not an innocent kiss. And not only that, too, I mean, if you look at the age of this, I mean, I wouldn't be posting pictures of my 14-year-old child kissing on somebody because they're not 18. I mean, like, I'm surprised they're even allowing this to be posted, even to go up online and all that stuff. So, I mean,
if it was a regular straight couple, they'd probably jump all over them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just, the thing is it's a touchy subject, but with the transgender community, the gay, the bi community, they're getting away with a lot of stuff, just because that's what it is. Like, just like what Art said, if that had been a biological boy and a biological girl who identified what they were biologically born with, it'd be no big deal. It'd be like whatever. Or if it was posted like that, they'd say, wait a minute, why are you posting pictures of 14-year-olds kissing? That's a whole nother, that doesn't seem right to me. But because they're trans, they can get away with anything. And you can't say anything, which is, I'll say it. Like, you shouldn't be able to do that. If you're an adult, great. If you want to be a man, you want to be a woman, fine. But nowadays, we had a show a couple weeks ago where, now these kids they're getting sex changes when they're like 10, 11, 12 years old. I mean, if you're not even fully through puberty and you're getting a sex change, your mind may change once you go through puberty. So what happens if you get the sex change and now you don't want it anymore? 3 or 4 years later, if you're a man, you're taking estrogen. Your estrogen is going to be through the roof. You're going to be growing breasts. If you change your mind, that breast tissue doesn't just go away. You're going to get surgically removed. So it's a whole nother issue. Now, if you're an adult and you get a surgery, whether you get a breast enlargement or reduction, this and that, and then a couple years later, I don't want it anymore, that's fine. But to have kids go in and out, I mean, it's going to get to the point where, you know, if you want to identify as a horse, you can identify as a horse.
Doing the dog.
And then
they're putting like cat litter boxes in some schools, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's getting crazy. If you can identify as an animal, then they're going to have animal rights. So now you have animal rights and you have human rights. I mean, it's you're born with what you're born with. You can make your own decisions once you're an adult. So even if Dwyane Wade kind of like doesn't like it or does like it, either way, this shouldn't be out in public, and it definitely shouldn't be posted until he or she is an adult. But again, straight confusion. Why would you want to be? Why would you want to be a girl a boy who identifies as a girl, and then be with a girl who identifies as a boy? Why not just be with a boy? You know, why not just be with a boy? At first, if his son, and I'm going to call it his son because she was born a boy. If his son is gay, then just be gay. Just find a boy and, you know, you be gay. That's fine. You know, it's 2022. If you want to be gay, be gay. But all this mixed up confusion, I'm a girl. I could literally do a 10-hour show on this stuff. What do you guys think? Anybody in there? Anybody online right now? Give me your info on this, your input, I should say, on this. Tell me how you feel about it. Do you agree with it? Do you think they should wait till she's 18, or what it is? It's just nuts right now.
Also, we got Darius Domintes sounds from Romania.
Oh,
you got that check, man, that blue check.
Darius Domin sounds from Romania. I see you got the certified check. How did you get that certified check?
Right.
Certified.
Shoutouts, by the way, like.
Tammy Cash is saying, yes, I agree. Yes, I agree too, Tammy. Thank you for your input. Big Irishman's putting on the number on there again, titanmedicalcenter.com. You guys can do everything from your phone as well. Like I said before, go on your phone, titanmedical.com, click the new patient paperwork, fill everything out, and then that way when you're ready to go, call us up and you're 1 foot in the door.
A lot of shout-outs.
A lot of shout-outs. This is good today. We got a lot of people on.
Yeah. It's
good.
I think India maybe.
Let's see what else we got on these comments here. Alexander01. Shout out to A. Aftab Solmani. Excuse me if I'm getting these pronunciations wrong. Trey's on here. Iman's on here. Get You Now Here. The Juggernaut's on here. I like that name. Glitching Out Here. I like that name.
Right.
A lot of people on here.
Yep. You ready to do the next one?
Yeah, let's get into the next topic. This one's even more crazy. I told you I got crazy topics today. If you guys read the headlines, you know what they're about. But we're going from one crazy one to probably a crazier one, if you could actually believe that.
Let's go to Facebook real quick for these two comments.
Stephanie Brown, shout out to Big Steph, Queens, New York. Let's go. I agree. I've always said if you're gay, be gay. Yeah, it's true. I mean, like, again, if you guys hear me saying this, I don't have a problem with gay people. If you're gay, you're gay. I'm not homophobic. I'm not, oh, he's gay, don't come. I have no problem if you're gay. But just, there's a lot of confusion going on there. A lot of confusion. Like, you like what you like, but it's just all over the place right now. Okay, you guys ready for this one? I hope you're ready. Vegan who drinks his own urine daily. It wasn't like he got drunk in the frat house and did it one time back in the day. Vegan who drinks his own urine daily says it's a secret to the eternal fountain of youth. Now this is nuts, because when you first read the headline, you're like, okay, what did he just do it once or twice? No, this guy's hardcore with his urine drinking. He's had anxiety, he's had stress, he's had skin problems, he's had inflammation, and he claims that the moment he drank his own urine, the stress went away, the anxiety went away, his skin was clear, the inflammation, all this stuff. I mean, I don't know where he got this from. I don't know where. I don't agree with it. I mean, even if it did work, I wouldn't do it. I mean, it's crazy. But the fact that he stores his own urine like for weeks and at a time, and I think it's like more of like a obsessive type thing. Like, you know, when people eat cardboard or they drink soap or they just, I think it's something where he needs to do that. It's just, he's literally drinking his own urine daily and he loves it. And like, he literally even says, I love it. And it's getting crazy now where he's actually saying that he likes the smell and likes the taste of it. And what he does is if he's in a public restroom, he doesn't have a container, he will literally just urinate onto his hands and splash it onto his face. Oh, man. Like, he'll just literally urinate and splash it on his face. So I don't know if he thinks it's like witch hazel or it's good for his skin or something. But it's just crazy that he's literally doing this. He practices this. He does this every day. And I want to know if he's literally getting these symptoms relieved. He said he had depression for 10 years, or he had depression or something by drinking the urine. Now he looks 10 years younger. I think this guy's a mental case. I want to know. I want to know if it really works. I'm not going to try it, but I just want to know, because if you think about it, guys, urine is basically like 90% water. So it's really like 10% of just toxins. It's your own toxins. So I can't see how it would be bad for you because it's like literally just recycling your own fluid. But I can't see how putting that urine back into your body is really going to help it. I mean, you drink some water or juice or whatever, it regulates and comes out, and then you put it right back in. The reason why it's coming out is that waste needs to be excreted, not going right back into you. So I don't know. It's a little off, but if you guys look into the actual article, he's hardcore with it. I mean,
Also, he looks dehydrated as hell. That looks like tea, man.
Yeah, the urine that he's drinking, it literally looks like it's the color of, it's brown. It's not yellow at all. It looks like tea. So I mean that.
He needs to drink more water instead of urine.
Yeah. He needs. It's like you need to drink more water because your pee is too dark. Then he just drinks more dark pee. So it keeps it. I'm thinking it's getting darker and darker every time because if normal pee has a yellowish tint or even clear, and then you just keep recycling, it's like literally getting darker and darker. Now this is the crazy thing. I'm just realizing this right now. Strength Addict says the Florida Bodybuilding, the new mellow yellow. It's not even the mellow yellow. It's like the round brown, or it's disgustingly looks like tea. Now this is my thing. Is he recycling the same urine over and over again? Because if you think about it, he's drinking his own urine, and then he holds a bottle out, and the urine that he drank that was his own comes right back into that bottle, and then now it goes right back into his stomach. So it's literally like a cycle. It's just flowing in and out, in and out, in and out. Now that may be good 1 or 2 times, but over time you're going to lose the nutrients. You're going to get more toxins in your body, and they're supposed to be flushed out and down the drain, down the toilet to begin with. So, I don't know. If you guys have ever heard anybody doing this guy says Drew is that whatever.
Yeah, I just blocked it.
Bye, Armani.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, if you guys, my god sister has been putting urine on her face for years, and acid helps tone the skin, is what she says. Wow. First of all, thank you, Tammy, for sending that in, for letting us know that. I've heard that before. I've heard people using it on their skin, or even if you're out in the wild and you cut yourself, you could put urine on your cut, as a natural antiseptic. I could see how it might help your skin, but I just don't see the purpose of drinking it over and over, because you're literally maybe if it's one time it could help, but over and over it's like you're drinking tar. I mean, that's disgusting. The fact that this guy, he's in the article, says he likes it now, almost like if you eat pizza every day, you smell pizza, you want it. Now he says when he goes into a public restroom, this is how bad it is with this guy. He goes into a public restroom, smells urine, and he has to urinate on his hands and put it on his face. That's mental. That's more than just. That's more than this. But if he says supposedly help with depression, supposedly help with his skin, the only thing I've ever heard of it being good for is skin. But then again, you're not going to catch me putting it on my face. I don't care if it makes my face look like I'm 10 years old. I'm not putting it on my face. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it.
All right, so we want to do some events?
Yeah, let's do some events. We have a bunch of events coming up, guys. It's great that we're back in the mix. We actually have 2 events in one weekend in June, which is crazy. We have an event in Orlando, and we have an event in Puerto Rico. So we're all over the place. The events are coming up now. As soon as Art pulls this up, I'll let you guys know all the Titan events coming up. The new, let me see what we got here. Okay, so here are the events. Pied Piper's inaugural XOXO Carnival. That's going to be 5/4. That's going to be right here, Armature and Works downtown. It's going to be a huge Ferris wheel. We got Lil Jon coming. We got DJ Snake coming. I mean, it's going to be huge. Shaggy's going to be down there. It's going to be huge. So, and it's an outdoor event. I think it's like $25 a ticket, but it's right downtown. So come by the booth. Come see me. Come see the girls. Hit the iPad. Get a free T-shirt. We'll give you as many free T-shirts as you want at each event. You're not. When I said that one time, I had a guy come and say, "Yeah, I need 10 T-shirts." No. Each event you come to where you touch the iPad, I'm going to give you a free. That doesn't mean come to one and get them all. But yeah, it's going to be right Amateur Works. A lot of good artists, a lot of good performances. Bringing in 2 enormous Ferris wheels. So there's going to be 2 enormous Ferris wheels right downtown Tampa. So There's going to be lights. It's going to be crazy. Downtown Tampa is live now. There's plenty of stuff to do. So it's a family event. Obviously, at nighttime, it gets a little bit more crazy. So if you're coming with the kids, come early. It's going from all the way until 11 o'clock at night. So here's the full lineup. We got Samantha Rosin. We got Cheek Chaos. We got a lot of people coming on here. A lot of people. I mean, this is huge. This is huge. This is all the water events too. But yeah, it's going to be a great time this week at XOXO Carnival. After that, we do have other bodybuilding shows coming up as well. We have the Mid-Florida that's going to be coming up soon. But before that, June 4th is the World Class Fight League. If you guys don't know what World Class Fight League is, MMA fight organization here in Florida. A shout out to Jose Santiago. He puts on a great show over there.
Rafael Garza.
Sorry, Rafael Garcia. I get those. That's another promoter guy, boxing guy. But yeah, Rafael always takes good care of us over there. It's probably going to be at the Glazer Center. That's where it usually is. Yep. Last time was great because I don't promote this, but last time was great because there was a fight at the fight. So it was kind of crazy, but it was a good thing. It's great that I go to these events. You guys know me. I used to work security so many years. It's good to go to these events and see a fight break out and be able to just sit there and watch it and not have to like punch the clock. But yeah, it's great. The girls' fights are always great too. So look for the Titan Lambo. Look for the Titan Limo pulling up. It's going to be a great event. Again, that's June 4th. Now, back to what I was saying. We have two events in mid-June on the same weekend. We have the Puerto Rico Pro. That's a national qualifier show. So anybody's looking to get qualified to get their pro card, you can come to that. And it's also a pro show as well. I actually just got off the phone with a good friend of mine. She's actually competing in that show as well, bodybuilding. So it's gonna be a real good show. And then that same weekend on the 18th, that's the Deke Warner Mid-Florida show. Deke always has great shows. He's like a friend of ours. He's almost like family over here. We always sponsor his events. That's going to be at the Rosen Plaza. Rosen Plaza is the host hotel for that. So if you need to come out there, if you need a place to stay, Rosen Plaza. That's right there on International Drive in Orlando. Plenty of stuff to do. So come by, check out the event. Again, hit the iPad, get a free t-shirt, get some pictures. That is June 18th. Puerto Rico Pro, June 17th. Next up, Tampa Pro. More pro events. That's going to be August 4th. This is a major professional bodybuilding show. If you guys aren't familiar with the Tampa Pro is an Olympia qualifier. So if you guys know what the Olympia is like the Super Bowl of bodybuilding, the #1 show in the world. The most crazy physiques in the world are trying to qualify to go to the Olympia, and this is an Olympia qualifier. That's going to be August 4th through the 6th. It's an NPC extravaganza as well. So anybody out there, it's NPC. It's also a national qualifier. So if you want to get that pro card, you need to qualify for nationals. Come down to sunny Florida, sign up for this show, compete, qualify, you can go on to nationals. What's good about shows like this too, when you have NPC and pro in the same show, you can actually see what the pros really look like. You know, when I was competing in NPC, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm huge, I'm bigger than these pros. And then all of a sudden, when I go to a show and see pros, these guys are bigger than me and they're like a foot shorter than me. So it's kind of an eye-opening experience. If you guys think you can compete on a pro level, I advise you to go to a pro show just to see what they look like. Not only that, you know, you never know. You might get picked up. You might get some type of sponsorship. You might get some type of connections with coaching. So it's always good to do an NPC show that has a pro show as well. Again, Tampa Pro, August 4th through the 6th. After that, next weekend, we'll be right back in Orlando for the Deke Warner NPC Florida State Classic. It's another huge show that Deke has. You know, in the summer, Deke always has stuff going on. That, again, is probably going to be at the Rosen, same hotel, I'm assuming. The links are all on the screen, so if you guys click the links, you can find out how to get tickets, find out how to get entry, find out costs, find out the different classes, and yeah, it's gonna be a great summer. After that, we have the St.Pete Art and Fashion Week. I'll be ripping the runway with the girls. Not sure what we'll be wearing this time. Last time was formal. This time might be more athletic, but I'll keep you posted on that. And that's going to be August 8th through the 10th. That's the St. Pete Art Fashion Week. After that, one more show. We have NPC Puerto Rico. That's an NPC show in Puerto Rico. The other show is a pro and NPC. This one is strictly NPC. That's going to be, I believe that's October 1st, and that's in Puerto Rico. And then after that, October 22nd, the Hurricane Pro, right back in Tampa. Another Tim Gardner event. Tim Gardner always has great events. Hurricane Pro is a great event too. And again, I believe that's NPC as well. So a lot of good shows coming up. And then the mother of all, actually, you know what? Cars and Couture, December 3rd. I'm going to save the best for last. Cars and Couture is December 3rd. It's a Titan-sponsored event. You want to see a lot of good cars. You're going to see Lambos, McLarens, Bentleys, Rolls Royces. I like the muscle cars. I like the Hellcats, the Challengers, the old schools. A lot of good cars out there. It's a great event, too, because you can come with the kids. You can walk around. You can take pictures with the cars. Some people let you sit in the cars. You know, I'll crank up the Lambo and get it crackling. John will crank up the Lambo and get the noise crackling, get the crowd in. But there's always good food. It's always a good time in the event. I mean, the event's real good too. It's always a good event. It's like kind of a chill event. You just go, walk around, talk to people, good cars, and all that stuff. Now, I said I was saving the best for last. So here it is. We will be at the Olympia this year. We will be at the Olympia. That's going to be December 15th through the 22nd. It returns to Vegas. Last year was in Orlando, so it's back in Vegas now. But the good thing is, I know you guys all know about the Orleans hotel that the Olympians used to be at. A little raggedy hotel that smells like an ashtray. That every year people are like, why is it here? Why is it here? Great news. Now it's at Planet Hollywood. Huge venue, beautiful venue, and it's right on the Strip. So everyone's going to be prepped out in the best condition of their life. After the show, they can walk the Strip on swole and just show out for everybody. I'm not a gambler, I'm not a clubber like that, but if you want to do that, everything's right there as well. But we will have a booth that's December 15th through the 18th this year. So come by again, hit the iPad, hit everything. Come get a fresh t-shirt or even some leggings for you ladies or even some sports bras maybe for you ladies. And again, that's going to be December 15th through the 18th in Las Vegas. So it's going back to Vegas, back to Vegas. Addict Queen saying, what up, Drew? Shout out to Addict Queen. She was one of our winners for Titan Transformation. Lost a lot of weight, looked great. Lost weight and gained muscle. Her waist got smaller. She looked real good. So shout out to Addict Queen. Blue-eyed Pops, Estande, your girl, because there's a lot of people coming on right now. I'm having trouble with these names, so hey. But where are you guys tuning in from? Where are you guys logging on from? So I see a lot of names on here. I just want to know where you guys are at so I can give you guys a shout out. Are you in this?
We had somebody say, please say hi, Nikki, earlier.
Nikki. Hello, Nikki. Someone said hi, Nikki. I'm saying hi to Nikki. Shout out to Nikki.
Thanks for watching.
And thanks for watching. Yes, tune in every week. Titan Lifestyle, 2 p.m. Usually John's with me. He has to take care of some business. So he'll be back next week and we'll be ready to go. See what else we got on. Any questions? Do we have any questions? Shout out for the follow. Someone just said they just started following. That's good. California. We got California in the house. Where else you guys from? I need to know where you guys are from. I want to give shout outs. Russia.
Oh, wow, look at that.
We have Russia in the house. Wow. I think the first time we've had Russia in the house. Shout out to Russia. Okay, Addict Queen is saying, my next goal is to build fat in a booty and thighs. And then she said, drop. Okay, so drop fat, booty and thighs. So that sounds like diet. That sounds like deep squats. That sounds like time under tension.
Yep.
And that sounds like you could do it because you did it last time with the Titan Transformation. So, Addict Queen, if you want help, hit me up. We'll get a workout in. That's a Titan athlete, so we'll get a workout in. Just let me know. We'll get a film. We'll even film it. Let the people see it.
Yeah, she said drop the best.
Drop some of the best exercises you recommend. Okay, Addict Queen, I don't want to give out free information for the people, but I'll give it to you for free. So hit me up on my Instagram. We'll set something up, and I'll guarantee you'll get some results out of it.
All right.
Not immense. What is this guy? Not immense up my goal.
Oh, she said she messed up her goal to make it big, I think, because she lost so much body fat.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, women. A lot of women go through that problem. A lot of women go through that problem when they're prepping. Or if you guys know, when I say prepping for all you non-bodybuilders, that basically means when someone is getting ready to do a bodybuilding competition. So when I say prepping, that means they're in diet, they're in training, they're usually in a caloric deficit, so they're like low calorie, low carbs. And what happens when you drop body fat? Your breast has fat tissue. Your butt has fat tissue. So your breast and your butt actually get smaller. Everything else looks like it has great shape, but it gets smaller. That's just part of what it is. I mean, genetics obviously have a big role in it. But your glute, the only way to make your butt bigger is to blast the muscle. So when you lose the water and fat, it's gonna shrink in shape. But to make the muscle grow, now you gotta get your diet on point and lift heavy and deep, time under tension, so the actual gluteus maximus muscle will actually grow, as opposed to just staying the same, and then you lose water and fat and it gets smaller and smaller. So you have to squat heavy, you have to squat deep, not too deep, and again, time under tension will help a lot with that.
From looks like Turkey, Besiktas.
Come to Besiktas. Not sure what Besiktas is.
That's in Turkey.
Turkey.
Yep.
Nice. I just want to keep my muscle when I cut. Yes, if you want to keep your muscle when you cut, then you have to keep your diet in check, and you have to keep your protein high. You have to. Especially if you're in a low-carb diet, your protein has to be high. Almost probably double what people think they're doing right now.
What does bell mean? Smaller bell, is that butt?
I need to have a smaller bell. I'm not sure what bell means. Is that belly? Smaller belly. Maybe it's misspelled. If you need to have a smaller belly, a lot of times people think workout. It could be food. Like again, I said before, we do food allergy tests. So a lot of times, especially me, if I'm eating something that doesn't agree right, I'm feeling like I'm gaining weight because my stomach is bloated, but it's literally just bloating. So if you can keep your digestion in check, maybe take a probiotic, find foods that go through you. And what I mean by that is don't eat a steak and peanut butter if it's just going to sit in your stomach. You want it to be going through you. A lot of times people think they have body fat, but they just need to get their digestion in check. It says, I don't diet at all, and I eat protein all the time. Now, in terms of diet, people don't like that word. Basically, just eat healthier. Cut out your sugar, cut out your lactose, lower your sodium. I could go on and on, but yeah, diet has to be on point.
Cool. All right, we're all caught up.
That's pretty much it for everybody. I'll stay on a little bit longer. If anybody has any more questions, or if anybody wants me to give them a shout out, just say what state, city, or country you're calling from or tuning in from. And that's pretty much it. We're here every week. Next week I'll be back with John at 2 p.m. for Titan Lifestyle. We'll have more topics, and we'll have more events coming up week to week. So if you screenshot this or whatever for the events, tune in every week because we're going to be adding more events, more stuff that's going on. Last week in our events description, we didn't mention the Carnival thing because that's something that we just added. So make sure you tune in every single week to know what events are happening, what new stuff is going on, what new products we have, what the therapy of the week is, how it can help you, all that. I got a question on here. Can too much powdered protein intake hurt your liver and kidneys? Yes, it sure can. Too much of any type of powder going through your kidneys will hurt them, including vitamins. So over here we do injectable vitamins. So that's our thing over here. Injectable vitamins are a lot safer because it doesn't have to go through your kidneys. If you're eating 4 pounds of chicken breast every day, it's going to have to go through your kidneys. So yes, protein, too much protein, excessive, especially protein powder, yes, it can attack your kidneys. Now we had someone on here from Nigeria, I believe I just saw.
Yep, she said, diehard fan, if you don't call, I can faint. Just give her a shout out.
Oh, what's her name? Queenshus. Shout out from Nigeria. She says, I'm a diehard fan. If you don't call, I faint. Okay, well, I'm telling you right now, shout out to Queen Precious.
Queen-ish. Right.
Queenish.
We got Shorty Nikki 1 said hi from New York.
Shorty Nikki 1 says, good evening, how are you doing today? My name is Nicole from New York. Cool. Nice. New York in the house. What's the weather like up there? Still cold?
Tammy's from California, by the way, she said earlier.
Okay.
She's over there.
Nigeria. What's the weather like in Nigeria? Are you there now or are you just from there? What's the weather like over there? I always want to know weather everywhere for some reason. When I'm in Florida, like the weather like stays the same, so I'm kind of like, I'm kind of lost. Tammy Cash says she takes a lot of vitamins. The vitamins that you're taking, are they in pill form or injectable? If they're in pill form, I'd highly advise you to call Titan and transfer over to your injectable vitamins. Again, it's going to be a lot safer for your liver and kidneys and heartburn and all that stuff too.
Good for now, man.
That's pretty much it for today. No more questions up here right now. Again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll be right back next week, Titan Lifestyle. I'll be back with John. Again, check the schedule for the events. Tune in on YouTube. Make sure you hit the bell so you're notified of videos like this. We also have a podcast. Check the podcast. You can listen to all the shows I've done. I've done over 120, 130 shows. You can listen to all of them. So if there's anything that you're not familiar with, you have questions on, either shoot me a DM or watch the old podcast. Just look at the title and we touch base on pretty much every therapy that we have. We've done a show about it. So you can go back on there and check it all out. Again, I'll be back next week with Big John. This is Titan Lifestyle for Big Drew.